You ever watch your HOA president, the one who's been lording over your neighborhood like a queen, get led away in handcuffs because she stole your life-saving meds? Thinking they were just another messy package? That's what happened when Pamela Reed, our HOA dictator, swiped my prescription delivery. Not knowing it was a federal felony that'd land her in jail and turn our quiet suburb upside down. I'm Ethan Walsh. And this is how I took her petty tyranny and turned it into a lesson nobody in our town will forget. Picture Meadowview Heights. A cozy little slice of Ohio where every lawn's trimmed like a putting green, mailboxes gleam in perfect rows. And the HOA's got a rule for everything, down to how many pumpkins you can put out for Halloween. I've been here 4 years, a software developer working from home, juggling deadlines and a chronic autoimmune condition that's no walk in the park. My body's like a rogue computer, attacking itself unless I take daily immunosuppressants, pricey meds, $700 a month. Delivered in a plain box to my porch by Westfield Pharmacy. It's as routine as my morning coffee, keeping me steady, letting me code, maybe dream of running a 5K someday. I'm a quiet guy. Not at neighbors, keep my yard neat. But Pamela, she made my porch her battlefield, and I didn't see it coming. Pamela Reed was a storm in khakis. The kind of HOA president who'd measure your grass with a ruler and fine you for a single dandelion. She's late 50s, blonde bob stiff as a helmet, voice sharp enough to slice bread. 3 years running the HOA, she was less a leader, more a sheriff, strutting through Meadowview with her clipboard, rattling off violations like a grocery list. Trash cans out 15 minutes late? Fine. Bird feeder? Attracting pests? Warning. Kids chalk art? Visual clutter. At HOA meetings, she'd stand up front, glasses perched, preaching about property values like a televangelist. When online shopping exploded, she found her new crusade, packages. I'm at a September meeting, half distracted by work emails, when she launches into a tirade about the package epidemic, boxes piling up, delivery trucks disrupting our peace, making us look like a shipping hub. She waves her hands, ring flashing, and drops the bomb. If you don't control your deliveries, I'll handle them myself. I swap looks with my neighbor, Mrs. Chun, both of us rolling our eyes, thinking it's just Pamela's usual bluster. Big mistake. The trouble started one October Tuesday, crisp and sunny, when I'm expecting my meds. Westfield texts me, delivered at 2:15 p.m., photos showing the box tucked by my door, out of sight. I'm in a Zoom call, so I check an hour later, but the porch is empty. My heart skips, not just nerves, but real fear. Without those pills, my immune system goes haywire, organs at risk in days. I'm pacing, calling Westfield. They confirm delivery, suggest a police report for a replacement. I check with neighbors, Mrs. Chin saw nothing, the college kids across the street were out. Then I remember my security camera, installed after someone swiped my newspaper last summer. I pull the footage, stomach churning, and there she is, 2:15, delivery guy drops the box, all good. Then, 3:37 p.m., Pamela struts up my driveway, glances around like a cat burglar, snatches the box, and marches off, that smug smile plastered on her face. I'm frozen, staring at my phone. Anger mixing with dread. This isn't a hoodie or a phone case, it's my lifeline, a controlled substance, and she's got no clue what she's unleashed. I'm shaking, replaying the video, fury building. This isn't a mix-up, it's theft, and not just any theft. Those are federally regulated meds, a felony if you mess with them. I call the non-emergency police line, voice tight, explaining I've got footage of my HOA president stealing my prescription. The dispatcher's all business, says an officer's coming, and I'm pulling together evidence, tracking info, pharmacy receipts. The video saved 3 ways. Officer Sanchez rolls up, mid-40s, calm but sharp, the kind of cop who's seen every neighborhood drama. I walk him through it, the delivery, the empty porch. Pamela's grab in glorious HD. His eyes narrow as she smirks on screen. These are controlled meds? He asks, pen pausing. I nod, immunosuppressants for an autoimmune disease. Without them, I'm in bad shape. Sanchez leans back, serious now. Mail theft's a federal crime, but controlled substances? That's a whole other level of felony charges, jail time. We'll move fast. He grabs copies of my files, tells me to skip confronting Pamela, it could tank the case, and get emergency meds. I'm relieved, but scared. Knowing I'm days from a health crisis if the pharmacy can't deliver. That night's a nightmare. My doctor scrambling for a substitute, insurance dragging their feet. I'm staring at my porch, half hoping Pamela drops the box back, but nothing. Morning comes, and I'm coding at my kitchen table when shouts echo from across the street. I peek out, 2 cop cars at Pamela's. Sanchez and another officer on her porch, Pamela flailing like she's directing a parade. Her voice carries, shrill, "This is absurd. It's just a package." Neighbors creep out Mrs. Chin with her tea. The college kids gawking, old Mr. Patel checking his mail. Pamela's husband, Mark, hovers in the doorway, bathrobe flapping, looking like he's stumbled into a bad dream. I'm glued to my window, heart racing as Sanchez holds up an evidence bag, my prescription bottle, seal broken, pills inside. Pamela's posture sags, her hands waving, pointing at my house. Probably spinning some yarn about clutter. But Sanchez isn't biting, and I see it, the moment she knows she's caught. His partner steps behind her, cuffs shining, and right there. In her perfect driveway, they arrest her. Handcuffs snap, Pamela's face twists, red, then pale, her mouth moving, no sound. She turns, glaring at the crowd, like we're the criminals. But Sanchez guides her to the cruiser, steady, unyielding. The street's alive, neighbors huddle, whispering, some grinning. Mrs. Chun waves me over, tea in hand. She finds my wind chimes for noise. This is too much. I nod, still reeling. Pamela's not just a pest. She's a felon, and my camera nailed her. News spreads like a brush fire. X groups, email chains, texts buzzing. By evening, everyone knows Pamela's booked for mail theft, unlawful possession of controlled substances, felonies that could lock her up for years. The local paper runs it, HOA president busted for stealing meds, and package Karen memes flood the internet. I'm not celebrating, not yet, my health shaky. Waiting on that replacement, but I feel a shift, like the neighborhood's breathing easier, Pamela's grip loosening. The HOA scrambles, calling an emergency meeting Thursday. And it's packed, community center overflowing, folks standing in the back, people who've never shown up before. The board's nervous, led by Jenny Torres, who opens with, "We're voting to remove Pamela Reed." Mark stands, voice cracking, trying to apologize. She was overwhelmed, didn't mean it. He mumbles, but the crowd's icy. Mrs. Chin's first up, voice firm. "She fined my son's bike for clutter." Enough. Mr. Patel talks about her threats over his garden lights. A mom, Sarah, says Pamela reported her kid's lemonade stand. It's a flood, years of petty terror spilling out. And I'm in the corner, quiet, feeling it. We're done being scared. I share my story, voice steady, showing the video on my phone, Pamela's smirk. The box vanishing. This wasn't junk, I say. It was my meds, controlled substances, and she stole them, risking my life. The room roars, claps, nods, a few cheers. The board bans package inspections, requires written consent for property access, promises transparency. Pamela's reign is over. The legal hammer drops fast. Pamela's public defender pushes a plea, my video, pharmacy records. My doctor's note about organ failure risk are airtight. She pleads guilty to mail theft, possession 6 months in county jail. 2 years probation, community service, $3,200 restitution for my meds, legal fees, pharmacy costs. The judge is blunt. You endangered a man's health, Ms. Reed, for aesthetics. Pamela grips the table, face ghost white, expecting a fine, not bars. She glances at Mark, eyes desperate, but he's stone-faced, her kingdom gone. She's out of Meadowview now, house on the market. Her name a cautionary tale, package Karen, the HOA queen who crashed. My replacement meds arrive 3 weeks later, a hassle but covered, my health back on track. I'm at my desk, coding, porch clear. Feeling lighter, not because Pamela's jailed, but because we broke her spell. Meadowview's different. Jenny's board plans barbecues, not fines, porches stacked with boxes, no clipboards prowling. Neighbors wave, Mrs. Chin's chimes sing, Sarah's kid sells lemonade. I'm walking to the park, passing kids' chalk art, thinking of those hours watching that video, calling Sanchez. Facing Pamela's glare. It wasn't just for me. It was for everyone she bullied, for the right to live without her shadow. I'm no hero, just a guy who needs his pills. But standing up showed me what we can do when we stop letting fear win. But here's what keeps me up. Pamela's theft was too smooth, like she'd done it before. That glance around. That quick grab, too practiced, not a one-off. Was she alone or part of a bigger HOA racket? Her package epidemic rant felt scripted, like she had backup. Did I take down one Karen? Or open a bigger can of worms? Drop a comment, share your HOA nightmares. Tell me what you'd do if someone swiped your meds. Is this justice or a pill too bitter? Hit like if you're Team Walsh. Share if you know someone who needs to hear it. This is Ethan, signing off from Meadowview Heights, where the meds stay safe and the Karens don't rule.